Welcome to Domain 2, Section 2.9, Understanding the Role of Enterprises in the AI Supply Chain. In this session, we will look at why no organization stands alone, the risks that third-party relationships introduce, and the crucial distinction between being an AI provider and an AI deployer. Why does this matter beyond the exam? Your responsibilities and your legal liability depend heavily on which role you play in the AI supply chain. Knowing the difference lets you understand exactly what you are accountable for, what you can expect from your vendors, and where the lines of responsibility actually fall. Let's start with a simple truth. No organization operates entirely on its own. From shared infrastructure to service providers and business partners, every enterprise relies on third parties, and those relationships bring their own risks. Picture the many ways a supply relationship can fail. There is operational risk like production delays, financial risk like a supplier going bankrupt, cybersecurity risk like a partner's data breach, compliance and ethics risk, geopolitical risk from sanctions or conflict, environmental risk from natural disasters, and reputational risk when a supplier behaves badly. AI does not remove these. It adds new vendors and reshapes existing relationships. A key idea is context. How much control you have depends on where the AI sits, ranging from a system you built entirely in-house, where you hold the most control, to one supplied wholly by a third party, where you hold the least. That position shapes your response strategy and can even shift legal liability from one party to another. This leads to the central distinction: the AI provider versus the AI deployer. A provider is the entity that supplies the AI solution, while a deployer is the entity that uses it. Their duties differ sharply. Under the European Union's AI Act, the provider carries the heavier compliance load, ensuring high-risk systems meet legal requirements, running conformity assessments, maintaining technical documentation, monitoring performance, and reporting serious incidents to authorities. The deployer's duties are different in nature, using the system as directed, assigning qualified people to oversee it, controlling what data is fed in, monitoring its responses, and reporting issues back, being transparent with people that AI is involved, and keeping logs for an appropriate period. It helps to know that risk frameworks broaden this picture further. Rather than just two roles, a framework like the NIST one describes a whole cast of AI actors across the lifecycle, from designers, data scientists, and domain experts at the design stage, through developers and integrators, to operators, evaluators, auditors, and the governance leaders and boards who provide oversight. The takeaway is that responsibility is shared across many hands, so knowing precisely where you stand in that chain is the foundation for managing your slice of the risk. Let's bring it all together. Every enterprise depends on third parties, and those relationships carry operational, financial, cybersecurity, compliance, geopolitical, environmental, and reputational risk that AI reshapes. Your control and liability depend on context, from fully in-house to fully outsourced. And the core distinction is provider versus deployer, with providers carrying the heavier compliance burden and deployers responsible for proper use, oversight, and transparency within a wider cast of AI actors. You now know where an enterprise sits in the AI supply chain and what that means. Every important topic and idea from this session is covered in the multiple choice questions on RooCloud.com. Before you move on to the next session, work through the chapter-wise questions there, because the provider versus deployer split is a classic exam distinction. Practice first, and then move forward with confidence. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next episode.